UFC middleweight division fight. Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right. He
does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot swing, or a headlock, or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC. The former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson the Spider Silva, is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Oslo, Norway, Jack the Joker Hermansson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. It's a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on. These guys seem to be the mirror image of each other. It's very tricky when he throws that body kick.
Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there. Archer, there's the early takedown. Pretty evident, DC, that he wants to get this fight to the ground, and he was certainly able to do so there.
He felt like he had a massive advantage in the wrestling, and if he attempted takedowns, he was superior. Let's see what he does from this position.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, that shot cut him over the right eye. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now, he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head, or he's going to get blasted.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Silva gets up, and somewhat surprisingly, despite having a dominant position on the ground, he wants to take this fight back to the feet. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Anderson Silva.
Big kick lands.
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Oh, you can hear the thwack from here as he lands another leg kick in DC. Now we're seeing visible damage as that leg starts to redden up.
And now you start to see the damage. And now you start to see the limping of the opponent. Watch as he gets kicked in the leg, he's turning away.
Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again.
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured one.
Back and forth we go here.
Oh, nice knee.
Big knee.
He went high on that one.
Oh, how about that? He lands a huge kick.
Changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
And he lands a nice kick. Try to establish that jab.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down. You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Just misses there with the left.
Way to hide that leg kick. That's a big strike right there.
Whiffs on the right hand. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll
as
this fight goes on.
Takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you've got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Silva gets back up. Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Well, missed on that one. Entertaining scrap so far. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, next round is underway, DC. We talked about his powerful kicks, how he attacks all sides of the body, the head, the legs. Pretty good start for him.
That was so impressive to see. Someone fight almost predominantly with their legs and have that level of success.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh! Just missed with the left there. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Trying to establish that jab once again.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Beautiful punch. Over and over, he's fighting behind beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Powerful leg kick lands. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
Pretty significant welt to the left side. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
And a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He certainly has that part of his game going tonight.
What a takedown.
Reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Uppercut attempt here. Nice job defensively there by Silva.
Ooh, what a punch.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here.
So you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly.
Huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Well, he felt like he had to kick effectively to win this fight, and he is certainly doing that right now. Nice combination of kicks.
His kickboxing coach is feeling ecstatic right now.
All right, so now we're on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here. Jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finisher position. Now watch.
Nicely done. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
All right, let's check out some of the action from that previous round, DC, and what a display on the feet. Huge knockdown with that kick.
Yeah, he's a high-level striker. He throws these kicks to the body, he throws them low, but when he goes up top, he's very powerful, and he can end anybody's night. The toughness displayed by his opponent allowed him to stay in the fight, but he cannot take many more of those types of strikes.
Third round underway. Silva gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though.
Yes, they hurt him in the last round. Same exact one.
Clean left punch followed by the right. Bleeding from his cheek now. that bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position. He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
It's in there deep. There you go. He got it. He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Ethan Things called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 19 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Well, what an incredible result here tonight as you see the winner there celebrating his victory by way of submission, and they put so much stock into finishing this fight. They felt like to really spin his career forward, they needed to not just win but get the finish, and they certainly got it tonight.
They got the finish. He's such a terrific grappler. Every time he is on his back, he looks for submissions over and over again. Eventually, he found one tonight and got the desired result.